There was a time when it was unthinkable, but Netflix isn't as steady on its feet as it used to be. Still, that doesn't stop the giant from pumping out bright and sparkly new shows. Or ask them, what's going to be the summer romance? Which show won't make it to year 2? And what else has Cobra Kai's Mary Mouser been in? All this and more in this video. First up, it's Love and Gelato. Adopted from the book Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch, the New York best-selling novel is finally coming to Netflix this June. It's set to be released on June 22, 2022, and it wouldn't be a surprise if Love and Gelato will be just as big as To All the Boys I Ever Loved. The movie is filled with young talent, including Susanna Skaggs, Angelica Washington, Saul Nanny, and Tobiah DeAngelis. Love and Gelato is about Lena, who travels to Rome in search of her father. It was her mother's last wish that she would find him, but instead of her father, Lena finds greater adventures and new friends in her life. This beautiful city has so much to offer for Lena that she ends up falling in love with the charms of ancient Rome, and especially its gelato. This story has everything you could ever ask for in a good summer young romance. Do you think the backdrop of Italy will help it live up to our standards of what a sizzling young adult romance is supposed to be? Next, what we know about That 90s Show so far. Can you believe it's 16 years ago that 70s Show aired its final episode? It's true. To this day, That 70s Show remains one of the best shows ever made, that many fans still revisit with lots of nostalgia and pleasure. The news that there's a new show in the making called That 90s Show made many fans' day. And as filming goes on at Netflix headquarters at Sunset Bronson Studios in Los Angeles, more and more names are being confirmed to be coming back. Some for permanent roles, others for guest appearances. But with the knowledge that most of our favorite characters will be returning, we're pretty sure that 90s Show is going to do better than That 80s Show. And if you don't believe that was even a real show, why don't you try looking it up? This time around, the story will actually be connected to the original show, as we follow the daughter of Eric and Donna, Leia. Leia has come to Wisconsin to stay with her grandparents, who really need no introduction, but just in case you forgot their names, Red and Kitty Foreman. Of the 6 friends, the only one who won't be returning is Hyde. Danny Masterson, who portrayed him, is a little busy in court at the moment. However, who will be returning is Leo. Hopefully we'll get to see our old friends in early 2023. Following, First Kill is finally coming to Netflix. Netflix has done a lot of things, but a young adult vampire series isn't one of them. Sure, we've had shows that fall into a similar kind of genre, like Teen Wolf and The Vampire Diaries, but those weren't commissioned or produced by Netflix themselves. First Kill will be, very appropriately, Netflix's first stab at the niche genre. The 8-part series is based on a short story by Victoria Elizabeth Schwab called Vampires Never Get Old, Tales with a Fresh Bite, and will be executive produced by Emma Roberts. The series is coming from Felicia D. Henderson, who we all know from Gossip Girl, and is scheduled to be released on Netflix on Friday, June 10, 2022. On this day, we'll be introduced to teenage vampire Juliet, who's portrayed by Sarah Catherine Hook, just when it's time for her to make her first kill, so she can take her place among a powerful vampire family. But much to Juliet's surprise, the girl she set her eyes on, Calliope, who's played by Imani Lewis, is a vampire hunter from a family of celebrated hunters. Soon, both will realize how hard it is to kill the other, yet how easy it is to fall for them. With the help of Schwab, who will also be writing and executive producing for the series that's based on one of her short stories, we're sure the end result will be close to what the fans of the original are hoping for. Don't go anywhere just yet. Are you sure you want to miss out on why Tori won't leave Cobra Kai in Season 5? What Netflix show has been axed now? And what else has Cobra Kai's Mary Mouser been in? Stick around and you'll find out. So let's start with why Tori won't leave Cobra Kai in Season 5. The end of Cobra Kai Season 4 brought an unwelcome surprise. After finally getting the win she was craving for all along, it was heartbreaking for Tori to find out that the fight had been rigged. That, on top of losing her mentor Kreese, you'd think Tori is now more than ready to say goodbye to Cobra Kai. But as we've seen from the trailer, even Silver's paying off the referee to ensure her victory doesn't make Tori leave the dojo. Even if she doesn't realize yet that Silver is also the one who put Kreese behind bars for a crime he didn't commit, it just doesn't look like she has any reason to stay any longer. So why is she? Part of it could probably be attributed to Silver's wealth and influence. And we can be sure that Silver will be very eager to ensure Tori won't blab to anyone about what she knows he's done at the All Valley Karate Tournament. Even if she's never able to find any proof, her word would be a good starting point to bring Silver down. And given how cruel and conniving he's proven himself to be, leveraging her mother's medical expenses is a move that would make perfect sense for his character. And how could Tori resist if Silver offers to pay those medical bills himself? He would buy himself her silence and loyalty all in one, and Tori would have no choice but to stay. Next up, and the axing continues. What does it take for Netflix to believe in Season 2? Does Netflix believe in Season 2? Is Season 2 a myth? Because Netflix has axed yet another critically acclaimed series before it ever gets a chance to celebrate a second year of life. Netflix used to be the one who picked up lost series and brought them back to life. But lately, Netflix has been making a bit of a reputation for itself for mercilessly canceling shows without warning. This has led to an increasing number of shows without the closure of a satisfying ending, and a growing number of frustrated fans. And the worst part is how Netflix feels the need to make any official announcements. A case in point is the latest cut, The Midnight Gospel. The only reason we know it won't be coming back for a second season is because a fan asked the co-creator Duncan Trussell about it directly, to which he replied, "The sentient glass deciding cube they keep in their catacombs vibrated no more." And it's hard to argue with a cube. We can't argue with that either. Despite the fact that there's a wealth of platforms that could potentially pick up Netflix's unwanted shows, that won't be possible with The Midnight Gospels because of the rights agreement. The weird thing is, The Midnight Gospels wasn't even doing that bad, but it seems it wasn't doing well enough in the right places. And now, Cobra Kai. What else has Mary Mouser been in? Cobra Kai was renewed for a 5th season even before Season 4 was released, which is a rare treat these days. Its success? A perfect mix of old and new talent. One of the new faces is Mary Mouse, who plays Samantha LaRusso, the daughter of Daniel LaRusso. But the observing eye will have noticed that Mouser isn't exactly new on the block. In fact, the beautiful young woman has been working hard on her career since 2004, and has 54 credits for acting on her name. A lot of these are movie credits, like Audrey in Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, and Savannah Emma in Frenemies. But most of her career, at least up till now, has been in television, and not all of them are guest starring roles either. A lot of them are recurring roles. Titles among these are Mary Jones in Freakish, Mia Weller in Life is Wild, Lacey Fleming in Body of Proof, and Kelly Gibbs in NCIS. But Mouser's talents don't end there. She also has several voice credits on her name. Examples of this are Alvy Avery in Son of the Mask, and the title character in Me, Eloise. But with the success of Cobra Kai, she's now finally bound to attract the attention of the masses. A lot of people want to get famous, but there aren't many people out there who put in as much dedicated work as Mary Mouser has. And that's all we've got for now. Why do you think Tori is staying at Cobra Kai? And how many of May Mouser's projects have you seen? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching.